keep meaning to talk about one thing and I keep going off subject. It's just like there's so many things that you can talk about with everything. And then I feel like I'm always getting a lot of information coming at once. And so try and say too many things at once. But the whole thing is with humanity and where we're headed is going to be so much more about accepting each other, and it's going to be about having integrity and having respect. All these things that have been taken away from us, where people have just become so depressed, and it is these things they've been trying to remove from our society. It is like 1984 or any of the things that you want to compare to a very controlled society. But you know, moving into this other way of being, to me, adults are should be free. They shouldn't be restricted by paradigms. But then I always think, like, when you say stuff like that, people go to like the most weirdest, disturbing thing. Oh, are you saying that that's okay? No, I'm never saying anything that is I feel like integrity. I feel like having a moral compass, like knowing, is this going to hurt someone else? What is my intent? Is my intent to hurt? Is my intent to love? What, you know, those kinds of things. And so, no, I'm never talking about, anytime I say anything, I'm never talking about the weirdest thing that you can think of and have, is that okay? No, I'm way here. There is a shady spot where we all are comfortable. We don't have to go out into extremes, you know. There's just, you know, everybody just wants to live their life and have some fun, have love, have experiences. I would say not a lot of drama, but some people love drama. They thrive on drama. So, you know, how am I to judge that experience? If that's the experience they want to have, then have that experience. But that's the thing is that I'm talking about more, I guess, is, you know, acceptance of that stuff. Like, just because I think all these labels and pronouns and all that stuff is stupid, it's because I think it's just categorizing us. We're just all human beings. We come in all different shapes, sizes, beliefs, thought, everything about us. I have a collection of pigs. I was thinking about this the other day. I have a collection of pigs. And they're all so different colors, different sizes, different shapes, made out of different things. All of them are different. And I don't know anybody. I know a lot of people who collect a lot of different things. I've never met anybody who tries to collect all the same thing. There probably is someone out there who wants the exact same thing and collect a billion of them. I don't know. But most people who have collections of different things, it's because they like to have all of the different, the versatile appearance of every, you know, all the different ones and all the different feelings you feel and all that. And, you know, once we can get to that point of just seeing each other like that, like there's nothing beyond that. We're just all human beings, and we come in all different shapes and sizes and colors and everything. And looking past all the stuff, and I feel like it's just too much stuff gets caught up in like labeling us and boxing us in and stereotyping. Like, you know, having a lot of tattoos, you really start realizing how many people, how stereotyping is just it's such a thing, and it's stupid. And we're taught these stereotypes by the programming. And I've thought about this a lot. If that all these different people will be like, well, they shouldn't do this in movies. They shouldn't do this in movies. They shouldn't portray, like when a long time ago when they would do movies, they would portray black people as being really stupid. They were only maids, or they could sing and dance, but they weren't really good for much and stuff. And they would portray that, and they would have them talk really ignorant. And so then it turned into that, well, you're holding them back. Don't do that. That's boxing them in. The people start thinking that. And then there's been so many more of that happening more recently, where people have seen that, but it's really is everything. I mean, every single thing is a stereotype. They even get it down to, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl is, the good one. The dark-haired girl, she's gonna always be the criminal. Like they put so many ideas into our heads that stereotypes. So when we meet people and have interactions, we're basing it on these stereotypes and these ways that we're looking at that. And I always thought, I would not be in a movie. I've got a ton of tattoos. And I would not be in a movie that portrayed a tattoo person as a drug addict or as a criminal, as a junkie, alcoholic, as I don't want to say sex worker, like a sex worker is some bad thing. That's another thing. Like if it's an adult, it's two adults, and you want to pay somebody and they want to make, it's like, it's not my business. It's not my life. It's not my lifestyle. And it's not any of my business. I don't need to go and fix somebody else's life or fix somebody else's lifestyle or tell them how to be or whatever. You just don't know what experience that they came here to have. But I think that, getting away from that, feeling that we need to judge other people's experiences, feeling that we need to fit ours into what other people see as being acceptable. There's just so much of people not feeling accepted has held them back. And it's just of simple things. I'm not talking about some weird, strange perversions or, desires to mutilate people or all the weird, way off the chart stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about regular things that people just find themselves imprisoned by. And then, this is part of where they're going to start realizing those things themselves, when these paradigms start breaking down and they start realizing the control that it's had over the way you looked at things, the decisions you made, that it was all being controlled. Your view on other people. It's a huge thing that people are going to learn about Trump. It was your hatred for him was based on your own biases. I had to realize that with myself. I had to realize, that I was obviously biased. I believed all the stuff they were saying about him. And even recently, I had just heard that when they would show him on the news and stuff, they would put a filter over it to make him look more orange, and then call him Orange Man, so that we would all do that. So many people, that's the only way they'll call him, is like Cheeto or Orange Man and stuff. And that was all a manufactured illusion of an image. It wasn't even real. Because, the guy's got a shit ton of money. He doesn't need to buy the tan stuff that turns orange. He's way more advanced than that. I kept thinking, this doesn't make any sense. Why would he be orange? How would he even be orange? It's all just manufactured manipulation to control. And then when you see why they wanted to go against him, then it's just like, man, they just do not want us to have freedom. They want us enslaved, controlled. You know, a lot of people are going to be headed to those camps. It's like the Holocaust all over again. But I think that the more that people can just empower themselves and love themselves. I told my granddaughter the other day, I said, you know, whatever. I love myself enough to like myself, even if nobody else does. I can still like myself. Everybody else can think I'm a complete loon. I'm still gonna like myself. And I think we all need to get to that point. We shouldn't ever have our own feelings about ourselves be held in someone else's hands. And those are all things that we have done from, it's all been this manipulation of how to create this society, but it's all this just falling apart. And so I have a couple things that like I can hear at the same time in my head.